in the hallway. SouthernTea. And I'm back tonight. I ain't gonna be here too long. Just want to holler at y'all good folks real quick. Hit on some shit real quick. I want to get into Canelo versus Canelo-Plant. I want to get into a little Wilder versus Fury, or maybe a lot of Wilder versus Fury, depending on how it goes. Maybe a lot of Wilder versus Fury, depending on how it goes. And I want to hit on Claressa Shields a little bit, and I want to hit on Claressa Shields. Salute, bro. I had to slide. Shout out Sane and Unsane Boxing for coming through this joint. I appreciate you coming through this joint, Sane and Unsane. If you could you hit the like button for me real quick? Hit the like button for me real quick. I always appreciate you coming through here. I want to talk about but yeah, little Fury, Joshua, and I want to talk about Claressa Shields and her thoughts on Canelo. I think I'm gonna start with Claressa Shields because she said some really, really, really interesting things pertaining to Canelo. And most boxers, male or female, I'm noticing most boxers, male, female, black, white, Mexican, all that good shit. Most boxers, talk about Canelo in high praise, as they should. Almost high praise to the point where they can't do no wrong. Like some guys that I'm a fan of, like the Charlo twins. I hate how the Charlo twins are, always kind of capping for Canelo. With you being boxers and all, like, y'all are my favorite fighters, right? How I'm going to be out here in these streets capping for y'all being better than Canelo when every time, y'all turn around, y'all saying that Canelo is, the best boxer, there is out. It made me look kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Telling people, Jermell Charlo is my pound for pound #1 boxer. You know what I mean? Shout out Terry Smoot for coming through this joint. Shout out Terry Smoot. Yeah. Terry Smoot. Hit that like button, get them likes up. I don't know, how long y'all gonna be here and shit, but whether you coming in, you sliding in, hit the like button, help your boy out. I appreciate that. Macadocious Mac of the South. I appreciate you coming through this joint. Macadocious Mac of the South. I just seen you on Blue Blood, bro. I'm finna give you a wrench. Macadocious Mac of the South. Terry Smoot Jr. said, "Stop. Black boxers must stop capping fucking." Yeah. I'm finna get on it, man. I'm finna get on it. And then it's not even so much that they gotta stop capping. It's that, man. It's like it's getting out of control. How I'm gonna be out here campaigning for? He got one tier. I gave him one. How I'm gonna be out here, campaigning? Jermell Charlo being the #1 boxer. If Jermell Charlo out here saying that it's Canelo, I sound real crazy in the boxing world. Telling them that they need to put more respect on Jermell Charlo. They need to put respect on Jermell Charlo's name and his undisputed run and all that shit. When you get my champ out here telling them that Canelo #1. So it was a breath of fresh air to hear Claressa Shields speak the way she spoke about Canelo Alvarez. Now, it wasn't no hatiness. It wasn't no malicious act. It wasn't no ill intent in Claressa's, and what she said. But she kept it real. She was like, we giving Canelo too much. We giving Canelo too much leeway. We giving Canelo too much juice. Canelo then got to the point where he feel like that he don't gotta fight nobody. You know what I mean? Canelo going around here telling people, asking for a fight. to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You garbage. Now, on some real shit, no matter how you feel about Boo Boo Andre and all that shit, you cannot stand behind unless you're a Canelo fanboy. You could not. I can't wait. I can't want it more for you than you do. What you mean, saying and nothing? Oh, yeah, you talking about Jameer Charlo and them. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, man, I don't like that shit. I don't like that, man. But yeah, so Claressa Shields was basically like, she didn't agree with Canelo, basically saying that Andrade is a trash boxer. She felt like that by Andrade, you know, trying to say that, I mean, she felt like by Canelo saying Andrade is trash, is Canelo trying to sneak out of a fight with a guy who's been trying to fight him for years. She was like, shit, Demetrius Andrade deserves that fight with Canelo, which he does. Facts, Macadocious Mac of the South. I never go against my brother, But it's like we got brothers out here, young brothers, older brothers, you know, shit, brothers we look up to and all that. They doing more Canelo, bandwagoning. They doing more Canelo bandwagoning than the fans. And for Claressa Shields to say that, man, I felt good about that because I always knew that Claressa Shields was special. I always knew that she was different. And for her to come out and say that and actually stand up to Canelo and not, just praise everything that he says and does, that was real refreshing for me, man. So I want to give Claressa Shields a shout out for that. I want to give Shields what's good, L Dub. Shout out L Dub Boxing. Go subscribe to L Dub Boxing. So I want to give Claressa Shields a shout out for that, man, because not enough people are taking her approach and putting this pressure on Canelo. Everybody know why Canelo don't want Andrade smoke. What you think about Brittany Elkin? I don't know, L Dub. Put me on her. I don't know who that is, L Dub. You got to school me. L Dub. What you think about Brittany Elkin? I don't know. You got to tell me who she is, G. You got to put me on her. That's my first time seeing her name. Macadocious Mac of the South. Claressa always speaks her mind and she keeps it real. Yep, that's why I love that woman, man. That's why I love that girl, Macadocious Mac. She go say whatever she want to say and how she said. If she feel like her, and people might not like this guy, but her and LeBron James, they go forever speak on every issue. Like whatever issue come up, Claressa Shields and LeBron James go speak on it. They don't care if, they don't care how people feel about it. They go talk about this shit. And I love that about both of them. I love that. But yeah, that's what I want to say about Claressa Shields, though, man. I'm glad somebody came on out and, put Canelo on his place. Basically, like, you can't be telling all these black guys that they don't deserve a fight. And you go out here, the Claressa Shields MMA opponent, June 10th. She is wrestler, but hands are trash. So yeah, I know about the fight June 10th, and I knew that she was fighting a grappler. I didn't know that grappler name, though, L Dub. But yeah, I thought you was talking about a female boxer. Yeah, but I don't know that lady, but I know she fight Claressa Shields, and I know that she a grappler. What's her record, L Dub? Like, I have record like 3-6, and she 3-6 or something like that. Yep, she a wrestler. But that's common in MMA, L Dub. A lot of the MMA fighters, aren't elite at both, ground and hands. They either elite at hands or ground, and they do a little bit in the other field. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to tell you, L Dub. A lot of people want to tell you that Claressa Shields should be worried and ain't ready for the MMA shit. I think she gonna be just fine. She already could beat up anybody with, standing up on her feet. All she got to do is keep them from taking her down, and she gonna be A-okay, man. I don't think she gonna have a problem at all in mixed martial arts. Did you see what Daniel Cormier said to her? Did you see what DC said to her about her UFC journey? About her MMA journey. But yeah, I know she got one June 10th, but I didn't know the girl's name, though. I knew she was a grappler, though. But hey, yeah, I'm just glad somebody. I'm just glad somebody stepped up and spoke on that in Demetri Andrade offense because everybody was good, Rich. Shout out Rich Porter for coming through this joint. Shout out Rich Porter for coming through this joint. I don't know if y'all have, but if y'all haven't, could y'all hit the like button for me? I highly appreciate that. Whether I gonna be here long or y'all just dropping in, if y'all could just smash the like button for me. But yeah, I think she gonna be a-okay. I think she gonna be a-okay on her MMA journey, and I'm excited to see that June 10th. That's my birthday month too. I wish that was letting people in. But that's what I want to say about Claressa. I'm proud of Claressa. I'm proud of Claressa for speaking up for our brothers because all our brothers seem to be Canelo fans. So that was a breath of fresh air to see Claressa Shields say that. Now I wanna switch my focus. Well, I want to stay on Canelo. I want to stay on Canelo real quick, and I want to talk about future opponents. He know what Claressa Shields said a little bit. Canelo was out here telling Shields got DC and John Jones, two of the best in MMA. She'll be yep. John Jones actually be in the ring, helping train her and everything. I don't know if DC actually helped train her, but DC for sure got her support. I mean, DC for sure giving his support to her. But I know John Jones is actually in the ring, training with Claressa Shields. If she can keep it on the feet, she beating all the asses. Facts. And you know what? Facts. And Claressa Shields, you know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields ain't no little bitty woman, man. Claressa Shields got some tree trunks. Claressa Shields got some tree trunks and everything. Like, she ain't no little bitty woman. I think she gonna be a-okay, man. Matter of fact, I know she gonna be a-okay. Because I know nobody in it. Move, baby. I know nobody in the league gonna have hands like her. I mean, we could already give her the advantage of standing up. DC give her that knowledge while John train her. Yeah, yep. I'm excited about that shit too. Since we on it, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about that too, man. I want to see her get in the ring. I want to see what she look like when she in the ring. I want to see what she move like. I'm excited about her because, truth be told, I'm a closet MMA fan. When Shields, getting to it good, I'm gonna start having MMA on her for sure. All her MMA fights and shit, you know what I mean. And if her ground game right, she'll be unstoppable. I said, now I'm gonna call you Macadocious. Saying boxing. I think she just got to get her ground game. I think she more so need to work on her ground defense. I mean, I don't even think she need an offensive ground game. She just got to keep people from grabbing on her and shit. And I think she'll be a-okay. I'm excited about Claressa Shields, and I ain't gonna lie. I like seeing people dare to be great. And that's what she was doing. She was daring to be great. I'm finna roll over and pour me a cup out on this stuff, child. But yeah, I'm proud of her though, for actually saying, Canelo can't be out here telling these accomplished black champions that that they don't deserve title fights, because they do deserve title fights. They do deserve title fights. Canelo, we done made it so comfortable for Canelo to where he feel like he could tell proven champions that they don't deserve fights because they haven't fought nobody when Canelo been in the same division as these guys for 5 years. People forget Canelo just moved out of 168 last year. Him, Charlo, and Boo Boo, Triple G, all of them been in the same weight classes all their life. They came in together in the amateurs and they turned pro together, basically. You know what I mean? So for people to feel like that these guys don't deserve title shots, on top of Canelo already kind of, avoiding smoke with them, they just don't make no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense to me. And our brothers, the male fighters not gonna see it. The media not gonna see it. You got the media who seem to be in bed with Canelo more than anybody. The media seem to be in bed with Canelo more than anybody. The keyword, the keyword, the keyword that describes Canelo's career, the keyword that you must remember when you're talking about Canelo's career, yeah, the keyword you must remember when you're talking about Canelo's career is context. I never say that Canelo isn't great because Canelo is a great fighter. Canelo is possibly an all-time great fighter. But the context of his career has to be mentioned when you speaking on him. Like, people want to tell you that you know what, I'm gonna go there. People want to tell you, oh, Floyd, you know, Floyd ducked this guy, Floyd ducked that guy, and all that shit. Course, I said Floyd. Floyd fought Canelo when he was 36. Canelo was 22. Imagine, bro. Imagine Canelo being 36, right? And fighting Boots. That's the equivalent of Floyd Mayweather fight Canelo. Canelo has to fight the best in order to be the best, and especially to be called pound for pound king. The only boxer fighting top people is Earl Spence. Shout out Macadocious Mac of the South, man. Earl Spence prime. Earl Spence ain't fought a slow nigga in his prime. I say that for sure. Since Earl Spence has been on his what do you call it, strap season? Since Earl Spence been in strap season, Earl Spence ain't fought nothing but the best. I agree with that. Seen in the unseen boxing. Can't use that one excuse because who them other niggas he fought. Yeah, seen the unseen. That's really what I'm trying to walk it down. I'm trying to walk it down to that. He telling these great black champions that they haven't fought nobody. When they trying to fight you. In the same breath, you've been in the division with these guys 6-7 years, but they ain't fought nobody when they've been trying to fight you. You will give Durham a shot. You will give Rocky Fielding a shot. You will give and Caleb-Plant my guy. Caleb-Plant my guy, right? And you ain't even fought Caleb-Plant yet, but you saying you are. So you will give Caleb-Plant a shot, and I'm giving him full credit for Billy Joe Saunders. And if he decide to fight Caleb-Plant, I'll give him full credit for Caleb-Plant too. Well, let's not get that confused though. But you will fight Caleb-Plant, and Caleb-Plant my guy. And Caleb-Plant ain't fought nobody but Jose Ustadegi. You know what I mean? And that's my guy. And he only really got one win on his record. You know what I mean? So for you to feel like that Boo Boo ain't fought nobody, that's absurd, man. That's absurd. Boo Boo was supposed to fight the guy you just beat in Billy Joe. But Billy Joe got caught for taking steroids in a fight against Demetrius Andrade. And you just saw Billy Joe. Some feel like Billy Joe was just trying to get out that fight because he didn't want to take an L to Demetrius Andrade. You know what I mean? So, man, I just feel like these boxers got to be more consistent with what they say and what they do and what they approach. Now, if Canelo just gonna keep it real, and tell us, I just don't want to fight Boo Boo Andrade, then I can't do nothing. I ain't necessarily gotta say that I respect it, but I can't do nothing but, understand him because I can't make him fight nobody. I'd rather you tell the truth and be like, nah, I just don't want to fight Boo Boo before you tell me, oh, he ain't fought nobody, like I'm a damn fool. The guy you just fought ain't fought no goddamn body. What's Billy Joe best win? John Ryder? Who the fuck is John Ryder, y'all? What's Billy Joe's best win, man? Like some real shit. Like he beat John Ryder. He beat the Martin nigga trash. He beat Chris Eubank some years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy Joe ain't really did too much of shit either. Canelo's scared to take another loss from a black fighter ever since he lost to Mayweather. If he can beat you, then he'll fight you. If he can't beat you, then he won't fight you. Facts, Macadocious. This is what I feel like. I feel like he more so now don't want to take too many chances. I feel like he can try Billy Joe and he'll try Plant because he feel like that, they really can't hurt him. Seen the unseen boxing instead of undisputed fighting the old Kovalev makes you great. Right. Right? Yeah, like, yeah, see, that's what I mean by context. People be like, now again, Canelo is a great. Canelo is a great. He is a great. But people want to be like, racist trash on like, ah shit, here we go. I'm racist. I literally just said Canelo great. Now I'm racist. Now I'm racist because I want Canelo to fight Andrade. Now I'm racist because I want Canelo to fight Andrade. Man, you folks be calling me racist now. That's crazy. But anyway, for Canelo, shout out Seen the Unseen Box. For Canelo to be like, man, for Canelo to be like, he ain't fought nobody. I got to call you out on that. I got to call you out on that bullshit. Shout out Seen the Unseen Boxer, man. I got to call you out on that bullshit. Because the other guys you fight ain't really fought nobody either. You know what I'm saying? Andrade beats Billy Joe. Andrade beats Darren. Andrade beats Calvin Smith. You know what I mean? Plant a hitter. I give you credit for Plant. That's if you going on and fight Plant though. You know what I'm saying? I give you credit for Plant. If you go ahead and fight Plant, I'm most definitely give you credit for Plant. This is what I want Canelo to do. And Canelo won't have to hear another word out of Skinny Hardaway, SouthernTea. If Canelo just beat Billy Joe, right? If Canelo beat Billy Joe, they need to make Canelo-Plant fight, the winner fight Benavidez next, or be stripped of the titles like they did Pacquiao. Yep, I can ride with that, Macadocious. This is what I want Canelo to do, man. Canelo just fought Billy Joe. I'm giving you credit for Billy Joe. I want you to fight Billy Joe, Caleb-Plant at least. We got to at least get you in there with Caleb-Plant. And after that, I want you to fight David Benavidez, or I want you to fight Jamal Charlo. Canelo, you don't even got to fight both these guys. You could give me one of these guys, Canelo, and I'll be okay with it. Seen the Unseen Boxing said, I think Plant might upset the apple cart. Me too, man. You know, it could be some Tennessee bias on my end and all that, but I think Caleb-Plant got a hell of a chance, man. No cap. Billy, like a lot of people saw Billy Joe, the fight against Billy Joe, and thought that Canelo was unbeatable. But what I saw was Canelo might be a little slower than he used to be. He might be a little slower than he used to be. Canelo is really at this point, you know, a power puncher. He's just a power puncher. And if you can move on the power puncher good enough, you could null and void the power punchers power punching. You know what I mean? So a guy with feet like Plant could cause, you know, Canelo some problems. Billy Joe had the feet in the jab, but Billy Joe ain't even really use it after the first couple rounds. He asked for the ring, didn't even use the ring. He got the feet in the jab to beat Canelo, but he went AWOL on the game plan, I guess. You know what I mean? TB Rice said he'd rather say he was one-time WBO light heavyweight champion than say undisputed at 160. Yeah, like no TB, exactly. Shout out to man, the Grizzlies just beat the Mavericks. I know my nigga Ray somewhere, peace. But yeah, exactly, TB. Like folks really forget that part where that man had all three of the belts and then said fuck them belts. That man said fuck them belts at 160 when it was two black guys. Now I ain't gonna say black guy. I ain't gonna do this. I don't want y'all to think I'm racist. Because I really do like Canelo. I don't like how Canelo get all these passes. But it was two solid, up and coming, strong, good fighters in front of Canelo, and he decided to drop his 3 belts and go get 175 belt. I don't get it. Canelo hitting like a heavyweight too, bro. That shit crazy. Yeah, Unseen Boxing. Yeah, that nigga strong. That you just hear him say that nigga a power puncher now, bro. Canelo's a power puncher, dog. Canelo, yeah, he be throwing them haymakers, no cap. He throwing them haymakers, no cap. I hope Plant don't pull no bullshit like Smith and Billie Jean. He got him out of Billie Jean. I hope Plant don't pull no bullshit like Smith and Billie Jean did. Plant got to bring his A game for all 20 rounds. Yeah, man. I think Plant, if nothing else, man, it's gonna be a point in that fight. This is how I think the fight gonna go. I think Plant gonna come out and he gonna move his feet, right? Plant gonna come out, he gonna move his feet like Billy did the first round, a little bit of the second round. He gonna move his feet. But in the middle part of that fight, just like I called Billy, in the middle part of that fight, it's gonna be a time where Plant, gotta stand there and he gotta give Canelo some, because later on in the rounds, your power kind of falls off as the round goes on, right? Canelo even slowed down in that fight, towards, the second, I said the second, towards, the seventh round, the 7 to 8 round. He slowed down a little bit. Billy started to get him, them last 2 rounds. I gave him to Canelo because I saw the effects that Canelo power shots was having on Billy. But Billy was landing, more punches those last 2 rounds before the fight stopped. It's going to be at that point of the fight where Canelo-Plant is going to dig deep, unlike Billy, and Canelo-Plant going to show y'all that he got some shit inside of his tank that Billy didn't have inside of his tank. Now, am I saying that Canelo-Plant going to beat Canelo? You know what? I'm going to go on record. You got that right. I'm saying Canelo-Plant going to beat Canelo. I think Canelo-Plant going to beat Canelo. It could just be my Tennessee thing. It could be just the Tennessee boy in me. But I feel like Canelo-Plant go get him. Slow feet, barely cutting the ring off. But if that motherfucker hits you, it's like, Lord, are you real? Thanks, man. That's a perfect description, dog. That's a perfect description. And you got to think that's a perfect description, saying, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think, y'all, Canelo, I said Canelo, Canelo-Plant got better feet than Billy Joe. Move, baby. Billy Joe was hitting Canelo with some of them jabs, man. You know what I mean? He was hitting him with them jabs. He was moving on him a little bit. He was hitting him with, with some punches. He hit Canelo more than I thought he'd hit Canelo. He hit Canelo more than I seen Canelo get hit in his last 3 or 4 fights. You know what I mean? So I think Billy exposed some things. I think Billy exposed some things that people could use when they stepping in there against Canelo. I really do, y'all. Like, I don't see invincible. I don't see invincible from Canelo. I don't see invincible. I see a great fighter. I see a great fighter who could be an all-time great fighter. But I also see fighters who could beat this guy, and this guy, ain't too quick to, step up to fight these guys who I think could beat them, who I think could beat him. You know what I mean? Canelo ain't no pushover back. Canelo ain't no pushover by any means. But I tell you one thing, if Canelo had fought these guys, let's say these guys been in the same division for years, right? If Canelo had already lined these guys up and fought him, Canelo will have more than 1 loss. I tell you that. If he had already lined up, Jamal at 154, Jamel at 154, Boo Boo at 154, 160. All them guys, he had already fought them guys. Canelo will have more than 1 loss. You know what I mean? People like to say, well, shit, Canelo beat Danny Jacobs, Canelo beat Trout, Canelo beat Lara. These people out here who feel like he lost to Trout. I don't feel like he lost to Trout. If people out here who feel like he lost to Lara, I feel like he lost to Lara. And me personally, I don't think Danny Jacobs is that good. I think Danny Jacobs got a good story. I think we love Danny Jacobs for reasons outside of boxing. I think we love Danny Jacobs because Danny Jacobs overcame cancer. And that's a hell of a feat to have. But for you to throw out Danny Jacobs as a fighter's best win, nah, bro. That ain't it. That ain't it, man. Macadocious Mac of the South said, it's 1,000,001 people that's going to be sick if Canelo loses. Then we hear all types of excuses. The thing with Canelo is, if you go beat him, you got to embarrass him like Floyd did, or you will have to knock him out. Because the thing that they going to give you 12 rounds over Canelo is going to be is absurd. But I think Canelo-Plant got a good enough style. I think Canelo-Plant got a good enough style as to where he could give Canelo problems for 5. No, I'm not saying for 5. Of course you do, bro. I said, look, this shit crazy. I said, y'all check out Claressa Shields' video, thoughts on Canelo. She made some great points. Somebody said to me, I'm gonna assume she was hating if you think she made some great points. You see how motherfuckers will call you a hater before they even got to hear what you say about Canelo. Like a motherfucker ain't even heard what she said. Motherfucker ain't even heard what she said and said she hating. It's like if you got something, it's like if you balanced on Canelo, if you got opinion outside of Canelo is God, people think you a hater. I'm not no fucking hater. Canelo is great, but it's a lot of great guys that he didn't want no smoke with. And those are just facts, man. Niggas don't, niggas don't, niggas don't care about facts no more. Niggas just want to be like, okay, my best fighter is the best fighter. They don't even care if he beat the best fighters. It's crazy how we in boxing, right? We in boxing, and people will call you, clout chasing for trying to fight a fighter who's a good fighter. Andrade clout chasing. Andrade clout chasing. Devin Haney clout chasing when they try to fight Canelo and Ryan Garcia. But if they fight a scrub, you go tell them that, nah, they don't count because you fighting the scrub. How you gonna tell a fighter, right? They'll tell a fighter, you ain't fought nobody, so you can't fight Canelo. But they trying to fight Canelo. And then you fight a scrub, they'll be like, you ain't fought number scrub. You just fought that scrub. So what you want me to do? I'm trying to fight Canelo because I ain't fighting nobody. Then when I beat this scrub up, you go say that he was a scrub and you go degrade me that way. So if I fight 100 scrubs, you go say I fought 100 scrubs. If I call out Canelo, you go say I'm clout chasing because I want to fight Canelo and I ain't fought nobody. So I'm clout chasing because I ain't fought nobody and I'm calling out Canelo. So how is a fighter supposed to win? How is a fighter supposed to win? How is a fighter supposed to win in that situation? It's because it's not designed for you to win, my brother. Andrade stepped to Canelo. Andrade stepped to Canelo after his fight. He actually stepped to him with respect. Because if I had done it, I would have did it a little different way. I would have tried to embarrass him. You know what I mean? Because true enough, he stepped to him with respect, and Canelo wasn't hearing it. You know what I mean? Canelo got disrespect. So I feel like Andrade should have came to him with the disrespect off the walk. I feel like he would have got farther if he came with disrespect off the walk. It's crazy people could go to Canelo press conference, call him out, and get laughed at. It's like the people are making it okay for Canelo to duck people. They build excuses. They build excuses for Canelo not fighting people. But they hold it against people like Andrade and Jamal that Canelo don't want to fight them. How does that work, man? How does that work? All right, but I'm done with Canelo. I'm finna get off Canelo. Because I want to talk about Wilder-Fury3. I want to talk about Wilder-Fury3 now. Did y'all see that shit Frank Warren said? I made a video about what Frank Warren. Hold on, let me find this button. I made a video about Frank Warren, and I'm finna go to it. And I'm finna go to it so I can make sure I quote this shit right. Shout out Rich Porter. I'm finna go to it and make sure I quote this shit right. Let me reach out this shit Frank Warren said before I get into it. Frank Warren has stated Tyson Fury won't sign his side deal contract for Anthony Joshua until the money is guaranteed in his bank. He explained lawyers are working to resolve this, but Bob Arum is discussing a fight for a date in July. All right. Now, if you've been following this Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder thing, if you've been following this Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder thing like I have, you know originally that the fight between Wilder and Fury was scheduled for July of last year. So the first fight was in February. The second fight was in February, and they were signed to fight a third time in July. But Tyson Fury had other plans. Tyson Fury wanted to get out of this fight with Deontay Wilder because I think he know that, he can't win this fight. I think it was foul play in the first fight, but that just means what I think. But, I'm past it. Right now, my focus is just on the third fight. So, if you've been following this like me, you know that they originally was supposed to fight in July of 2020. Fury had other plans and wanted to fight AJ. So now we've been in this battle back and forth for a year and a half between Fury and AJ, the quote-unquote biggest fight in boxing. Fury and AJ. We've been talking about Fury and AJ. The media and everybody, all the fans have been telling me that this is the biggest fight in boxing. This is the biggest fight in UK history. I'm going to take my time now, y'all. I'm smoking this shit, so if I get a little long-winded, bear with me. They've been telling me that this is the biggest fight in boxing history. Jake just like my shit. Shout out Jake. This is a $200 million fight, and all that shit. It's $100 million for each fighter, and all that shit. So you know what? I got to the point like, well, fuck it. I want to see the fight now. I want to see AJ Fury. So when this shit gonna happen? So first they told me the shit gonna happen in July. Then they told me the shit was gonna happen in September. This all last year now. I'm walking us down to 2021. Then they told me the shit was gonna happen in December of 2021. And then they told me this shit was gonna happen in January of 2021. And then they told me this shit was gonna happen in February, a year later, like it happened like the second fight happened in 2021. And then they saw that we started to catch on to all their bullshit. So they said, okay, you know what? Let's say in 2 months. So 2 months roll by. It's March. Motherfucking fight still ain't happening. Okay, so now let me take y'all back a little bit. Now, this whole time they telling me that you got investors that want to put money in this fight. You got investors from Saudi Arabia. You got people who just want to be a part of this fight. You got people who don't even want money, from this fight. You got people who just look at this shit. You got people, right? You got people who willing to put money into this fight with no return on their investment. What happened to all those people? Why don't Tyson Fury get this money in his bank account? Now, y'all already told me months ago Tyson Fury had agreed to terms that this fight was made, this fight was signed, that this fight only, what Eddie Hearn say? He just got to cross the T's and dot the I's. That this fight not going to be hard to make at all. Yet, here we are, 6-7 months later, still no fight. You got the UK fans and you got Tyson Fury telling us, you got the UK fans, you got Eddie Hearn, you got Tyson Fury telling us that the fight gonna be agreed next week. The fight gonna be agreed next week. It's always next week. At first it was 2 weeks, then it became a week. You know what I mean? So you constantly, you buying time, bro. Just keep it one. Stop lying to the people. Stop lying to the folks and just tell them the truth. You buying time because Tyson Fury trying to get out of his fight with Deontay Wilder. That's the thing that's the part that they don't want to tell you. And then you got people like who know Tyson Fury is trying to get out this fight with Wilder and who okay with it. L-Dub said, when Bud didn't sign the Pacquiao contract with no proof of funds, he got held. Fury not signing for the same reason it's respected. They hate Bud shaking my damn head. L-Dub, I'm glad you said that, L-Dub, because I didn't know this. That ain't why Bud signed. I didn't know that's why Bud. I ain't know that's why Bud ain't signed. But y'all not mad at no man for not signing no contract without proof of funds, because you can sign that contract and then they can take their contract back and they could do whatever they want to do with their contract. When they send it to you, the contract you signed, it could say that shit, you supposed to get 10 million. By the time the fight comes, you already signed off on their contract. They could have been to modify their contract in so many ways. When the fight comes, your ass gonna end up getting 700K. You know what I mean? So I don't blame them for not putting their name down without proof of funds. I don't blame them at all for that. Tyson Fury, but my point is, Tyson Fury could have had the funds and turned it down. They still would have gave him a pass. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, it's never been no funds for that fight, L-Dub. They've been lying to us. Tyson Fury just been trying to weasel his way out this fucking fight. And the public and the media have been trying to help him do it. Because I really feel like if Deontay Wilder didn't have the fan backing that he got, they would have got away with this shit. But because Deontay Wilder got so many fans, we put an end to this shit, brought light to this shit, and I believe eventually, now, after all these lies that they've been telling us, after all these next weeks and next months, and this is the biggest fight in boxing, and it's so much money behind this fight is worth too much money not to be made. Behind all that bullshit, I think we finally about to get what's real. Because Anthony Joshua had posted because Tyson Fury had posted on his own Instagram. Because Tyson Fury had posted on his own Instagram. This was like yesterday. I think his shit said, what he say? He said Malik Scott a bitch, Deontay Wilder a bitch, and the same thing is gonna happen to him again. What that told me was that's Tyson Fury saying that he gonna have to fight Wilder. And as I read off in my video, and as I read off at the beginning of this joint, he said Tyson Fury not agreeing to the money in his bank. And Bob Arum is working on a July USA fight. That July USA fight that Bob Arum is working on, who y'all think the July USA fight is? I just told y'all that originally the fight was supposed to happen in July last year between Wilder and Fury. And now it's news that Bob Arum is working on the July fight for Tyson Fury. So my question is, if it's not AJ, right? He in talks with AJ. And the thing is, Tyson Fury, and the thing is that AJ them ain't guaranteed the funds yet, right? So Tyson Fury talking about a July fight. Who Tyson Fury fighting in July? Who he fighting in July? Deontay Wilder, motherfucker. That's who he fighting in July. Like, he should have fought him in last July before he was trying to get out this motherfucker. Before he was trying to get out this motherfucking fight. Like, this shit, like, I'm trying to tell, like, man, like, motherfuckers had me looking crazy out here. Exactly, Rich. That's who we fighting. Motherfucking Wilder. McDoug's Mac of the South said, I don't understand how Bud would go take 20% to fight Pacquiao. Okay, 20% to Pacquiao, 80%, but wouldn't take 40% to fight Spence. Ooh, okay, so boom, shit. You right though. That was one of my problems too. But I'm glad he ended up, not taking that bullshit though. Because that was gonna look funny. That was gonna look kind of funny. Because 10%, because 20% of a Manny Pacquiao chick ain't 40% of an Earl chick. You know what I mean? You will get more with 40% of an Earl chick with 20% of a Pacquiao chick. You know what I'm saying? That's more money or the same amount of money. I think it's more money, especially with you and Earl having all the belts and shit. Pacquiao ain't got no goddamn belts. So no, Pacquiao is Pacquiao. But in the fight with Pacquiao gonna take most of the money. You getting 40% of an Earl check. Shit, my nigga, they got to be at least or more than the Pacquiao check. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad he didn't take it though. Macadocious Mac of the South. They mad because now Fury got to fight Wilder. Revenge is best served cold. Facts. That's the July fight. Shout out D Hodges coming through this jump. He said, "What's up, SouthernTea in chat? LDBC, salute family. Salute, D Hodges." But man, and y'all see Wilder in the gym and shit. Y'all see Wilder in the gym working hard and shit. He ain't working that hard for no reason. Wilder dropping these clips like he training for a fight. That's what it looked like to me. He training for a fight. It don't look like he just working out. You know what I mean? Wilder looked like he training for a fight, man. He training for a fight. And did y'all see what Wilder posted on Instagram? He said, what did man say? He said, I want my revenge back in blood or something like that. What Wilder talking about? Revenge on what? What Wilder trying to get revenge for? If you pay attention, man, they telling you. If you pay attention, man, they telling you what's about to go down. They telling you Wilder-Fury3 about to go down. You just got to pay attention to the signs, man. Like, you just got to pay attention to the signs. Like, I'm excited for we about to get heavyweight boxing back. Like, people call me a conspiracy theory. They say I'm crazy and all that. They say I'm a weirdo, I'm a wacko and all that shit. Because, like, I could see some shit, analyze it, and then make an opinion. And if I see some shit change, I can change my opinion on it from what I saw and shit. I can register information. But, like, I'm just looking at this shit. I'm putting context clues together and shit. I'm piecing this with that, piecing this with that, piecing this with that. Man, we as close to Wilder and Fury 3 as we ever been, y'all. Start saving y'all motherfucking monies. Monies with an S, motherfucker. Because that shit gonna be high. Wilder-Fury3 is gonna be high. Y'all know where I stand. Wilder-Fury3 is the biggest fight in boxing. Bud versus Earl is second. Wilder-Fury gonna be so motherfucking high, y'all, with all this anticipation, all these eyes on it, trying to see what the fuck finna happen. That shit gonna be high as a motherfucker. Y'all gotta say y'all at least a rack. And it's just for your motherfucking ticket. You gotta say you're a rat for your motherfucking ticket, 500 for your motherfucking hotel room. Cause this shit finna be expensive, dog. This shit is about to happen. I want Undisputed, then win a fight Wilder. Now, I want Tyson Fury to fight Wilder because he signed in a contract that he was gonna fight Wilder 3 times. That's what I want him to do. I want him to be a man and honor his contract. That's what I want. If they didn't have no contract, I already signed this shit, you won't hear a word out of me because I won't have no legs to stand on. But Tyson Fury got to fight him because Tyson Fury signed to fight him. Wilder ready to go to war, looking better than ever. He come for his WBC and Ring Magazine, Lean Titans fat. Wilder go beat Fury and then AJ for the Undisputed Championship. Yep, and that's what I'm thinking. And I think Fury know that. That's why Fury want to get out this third fight so bad. Fury want to go and cash out with the AJ fights because if he fight Wilder, he go get his ass sparked the third time because everything gonna be on the level ground, and he gonna fuck around and have to fight him again for a 4th time if you want to get that AJ fight. Because you better believe Wilder finna spark Fury ass this time. You let a man okay, look, let me tell y'all something. How many times did Wilder fight Bermain Stavern? He fought him twice, right? He fought him twice. Close fight. He fought him twice. Close fight. The second time, Stavern won 12. The first time Stavern won 12. Second time, Wilder knocked him out. Boom. How many times did Wilder fight Luis Ortiz? The first time, Ortiz did hella good. He did hella good. You know what I'm saying? But Wilder ended up sparking him. The second time he fought Ortiz still did good. Still did pretty good. Wilder made some slight improvements, made some slight adjustments, sparked him. Wilder has fought Tyson Fury twice. What happened in the first fight? It was a draw. The world feel like Tyson Fury won easy. He outboxed Wilder. I feel like Wilder won easy because he knocked Tyson Fury ass out twice. You know what I mean? So, boom. The first fight was a draw. They fought again. What happened? All bullshit aside, how I feel aside, my feelings aside, Tyson Fury knocked Wilder out, right? Boom. He stopped Wilder. Okay, Wilder done been in the ring with this man twice. Wilder got a history of getting better with each fight when he fight people more than once. If Wilder already put you on your back twice, y'all fought a second time, you put Wilder on his back. Y'all finna fight a third time. My history tells me that Wilder improves in rematches. My history also tells me that Tyson Fury don't even take rematches because Tyson Fury hasn't rematched anybody. And that's a story all in itself. I might make a SouthernTea on that. Tyson Fury got a history of not taking rematches, especially when some fuck shit goes on. Didn't rematch Klitschko. He didn't rematch Christian Hammer. He rematched Wilder. He tried to get out of the rematch with Wilder, waited some months, and then finally rematched Wilder. And then we think some bullshit went on even in that rematch. And now he's trying to get out of a third fight with Wilder still. So Fury got a history of, not even taking rematches and shit. Wilder got a history of looking better in rematches. Wilder motivated, man. This shit finna be good. I'm telling y'all. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss this shit. And this shit is closer than everybody think. They trying to fool you. The media trying to fool you. They trying to fool you, man. This fight is about to happen. Get your motherfucking money right. Get your goddamn money right. This shit is upon us, dog. This shit is upon us. This shit is upon us, dog. And I'm ready for it. I love heavyweight boxing, man. It ain't shit like a good heavyweight fight. When you watch heavyweights fight, you know 2 things finna happen. It's finna be some heavy leather thrown around, and somebody more times than likely finna get their ass knocked out. Either way, you finna see some big punches. You finna see some niggas hurting there when them heavyweights fight. And 9 times out of 10, 8 out of 10, you gonna see a man go to sleep. I love heavyweight fights, man. We finally got our goddamn heavyweights back. we finally got heavyweight boxing back, man. I'm excited for this shit. I've been here 55 minutes. I said I was gonna be an hour. But hell yeah, I didn't pretty much hit on all my motherfucking subjects too. I want to hit. I just want to do a little quick run through tonight on this shit. But yeah, I just want to hit on what the fuck it did. I want to hit on. I want to hit on Shields, telling Canelo, you gotta stop telling these black fighters that they don't deserve fights when they've been trying to fight you for years. You gotta stop telling these black fighters that they don't deserve fights when they are champions already. They're already champions. You can't just dismiss the fact that they are already champions. Or I hit on motherfucking, what was the second thing I talked about? Canelo and Plant. I told you I think Plant go get Canelo. Billy Joe showed me some shit. Billy Joe showed me exposed some things in Canelo that I think fighters in the future should be licking their chops at. I think fighters in the future, should be if I feel like if you go get Canelo, right now is the time to get him. Right now is the time to get him because shit, the writing is on the wall with Canelo. He not gonna do too much moving. He a power puncher, so you can't get hit by too many of them bombs. You got to stay on your game, but Canelo is beatable. He gonna be right in front of you for you to hit. All you got to do is hit him and not get hit like Floyd did. You know what I'm saying? Canelo go throw them bombs. I got Plant over him. I want to see Canelo fight Billy Joe, Plant, and I want to see him fight Benavidez, or I want to see him fight Jamal Charlo. He don't have to fight Benavidez and Jamal Charlo. I want to see him fight or Benavidez or Jamal Charlo. If Canelo does that, I have nothing else bad to say about Canelo, even though, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a couple guys that he ducked throughout his career. That's cool. Every fighter got a guy that, they probably should have fought that they didn't fight. You know what I mean? At least one, you can always say this guy should have fought that guy. It's fighters all on down the list. I'm pretty sure it's people who feel like Ali should have fought this guy. People who feel like Floyd should have fought this guy. People who feel like Roy Jones should have fought this guy. But you know what? Not Roy Jones fought anybody. But you know what I'm getting at. So, but yeah, if he run down Billy, Plant, Benavidez, or Jamal Charlo, I'm cool with that. Andrade too. You could put Andrade in there. If Canelo said Andrade trash, said he ain't fought nobody, said he a garbage fighter, which I think is bullshit in the lie. But he said all that shit. Go on, fight him and knock him out. You fought Yuri in Rocky Fielding. Go on, add Andrade to your list. You know what I mean? I touched on Wilder-Fury. This shit about to happen. This shit probably gonna happen in July. I feel like the writing on the wall, the writing's on the wall with that. That shit in your face. Pay attention to the clues. Pay attention to what Eddie's saying. Pay attention to what Tyson's saying. For sure, listen to Tyson Fury daddy. Like these guys are telling y'all what's really going on. The mainstream media pushing one thing, but if you pay attention to, the horses in this race, they'll be like the word straight from the horse's mouth. If you pay attention to the horses and not the media, the horses, Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, pay attention to the horses. You got to really pay attention to Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn will lie to you. He'll throw you up on the bus. But what I think Eddie Hearn is doing, I think Eddie Hearn is just trying to keep everybody in the loop. So when this fight fall through, because believe me, this fight is going to fall through. When this fight fall through, I think Eddie Hearn is trying to get the blame off of him and AJ. He can say, y'all saw me trying to work hard all these months to make this fight happen. And y'all seen Tyson Fury them being negative and all that shit. So it was their side that didn't make this fight happen, not my side. Now I think we getting to the point where both sides are trying to start to throw blame at the other side. You know what I mean? So more reason to believe that Wilder-Fury3 is upon us. More Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn and Bob Fury and AJ with their fight getting made. You know what I'm saying? More friction. At first they was saying that they were real, real close and all this shit. Now they saying that they fall apart. So boom, just pay attention to what the fuck going on. But that's all I got, man. Shout out Claressa Shields on her June 10th fight. I'm ready to see her MMA fight. I'm excited about that. Not go cap. She the GOAT, greatest woman alive, greatest woman alive. Before she said it, I thought Ann Wolf was the GOAT. Ann Wolf said Claressa Shields the GOAT. And when Ann Wolf say go, Shields the motherfucking GOAT. Whatever she'll say go. You know what I mean? They just had the shit go. Canelo-Plant, I'm taking Canelo-Plant over Canelo. I feel like Billy Joe exposed some shit in Canelo that we already knew, but Billy Joe showed you that it's still there. Get ready for Wilder-Fury3, man. That's all I got. Skin the heart away, SouthernTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future, but this the present. This how we rocking, and I'm out.